So, as a former resident of California, I wanted to talk about what kind of a mess California is, and specifically Los Angeles. And I think at least in what I've seen in my 40 plus years on this earth, it's as close to hell as possible. What's going on right now, right? They had an eviction. Firstly, you have to understand about California that there's tons of homeless people. There's homeless people like everywhere, right? There's also a lot of poverty and a lot of drugs. Okay. Additionally, everything is insanely expensive, while people like cops, firemen, and local officials make an insane amount of money. Like cops in Los Angeles make something like 300,000 a year. Imagine that. Firemen also make that. They have crazy, crazy pensions. And where do you think all that money comes from, right? There's only one source, and that is the taxes. Well, the taxes, everything is taxed, and the prices in California are this high because the taxes are very high. And you would think that California, looking and seeing the mess and the homeless, would fix something, but no, that never ever ever happens. Nothing ever gets better. Things only get worse. The prices go higher. And how do you think you get those homeless people? Those homeless people are people that lost everything because they couldn't pay all their bills in California. And another thing that's almost always like weird to me is the contrast between how California looks and how it really is. Because on the outside, California looks really, really nice, right? You get these palm trees, you get the beach, you have celebrities, you get beautiful nature. And when you first moved there, all those things kind of look great to you, like surfing. I went surfing. That was in the beginning when I first moved there, because later on I felt so depressed. I didn't even, I had no motivation to do anything fun. Um, but the reality of living there is so bad that this contrast, I call it, palm tree hell. That's my name for California. It confuses people because it kind of looks beautiful, but under that beauty hides, like, I think, some kind of, I don't want to say evil, but it really is in that way, especially with the local officials and everything. Um, so, and it's funny that the people that live there in California, well, there's, I would say, two types of people, right? There's people that work in the government in California, and then everybody else, okay? And the people who work in the government are the ones making money off of people who work there. They have like mostly good salaries. Not everyone, right? But a lot of people, okay? And the people who live there, who like don't work for the government for the most part and pay all these outrageous California prices, they're clueless. A lot of times, well, not a lot of times, they are, and the type of clueless is financial clueless. They don't even understand or care how much money they pay to live in California, because they want to live there because they think that place is like the shit. It's cool in their opinion. And in their opinion, they don't want to live anywhere else. I've talked to people who work at Disneyland for like $10 an hour, $15 an hour. They live in with roommates. There's no way they will ever buy a house or anything. And I asked him, I go like, well, why are you still here? Maybe you should move to like a cheaper state where you could find a house, build the life for yourself. And I'm like, no, 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 no. I will never ever move away from California. It's it's I have to be here. I can't picture living in Michigan or Ohio. They think it's like they think people live there in caves in places like that. So that's what people in California are like. They're also extremely on the left of everything, and the local politics are just absolutely insane. And of course, I have to also mention the situation with real estate, which I think, like building in California, it's funny because everything is built out of cardboard. Well, even more so than on average. And building is, I mean, it's easier to just go jump off a cliff somewhere than build anything in California, because they will just demolish you with building permits and fees and all of those things. So, and since nothing really ever gets built there, there's just not enough housing, for everyone there, and there's a constant problem with that, and that's partly the reason why there's so many homeless. But that's it in a nutshell. I can talk more about California in later videos. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.